Hello beautiful souls, this is Vinita Kumar, also known as Twinflameunion, bringing you guys collective reading for March. Now this is again still timeless for those that are hopping into this channel for the first time. Just know that you are led to this channel to know the messages, so take it as it resonates whenever it does. It's still known as timeless, so you can take whatever the messages are being conveyed to you. So we'll dive into the messages and we'll see what the reading is. I'm a little tired today because I had a very massive healing yesterday and actually shared that with my group. It was after 26 months of vigorous healing, I ended up anchoring a higher version of myself. So it's anytime you have, healings like this, it's well, in this case, it's a massive one for me. It's a massive shift. So for me to get that, yeah, it's a little bit tiresome. So all I want to do is just crawl to my bed and just rest. So I decided to just do a quick reading, not too lengthy like the usual that I do, and it won't be that time consuming because yeah, I'm just not in the energy. So, and I've asked spirits to help me to deliver the messages because I did not want to not do it in the beginning of the month because time is flying, and yeah, I wanted you guys to get the entire month's worth, if that, right? It's actually a very powerful month. For March is actually going into some really heavy energies, and I'll go over that as well. I just want to add on to anybody that is new to this channel, welcome. Please do not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos. You may want to take a look at my other readings, as well as the pep talk. I usually do a little bit of a pep talk there, and also any related blogs that show up. Even in this reading, if there is stuff that I talk about that comes up, I will actually link my blogs there so that you guys can get a more in-depth messages on that as well, so you can have a look at that too. And if you want to purchase any of my services, you can do that as well directly from my website. All that information is in the description. You can book and pay directly from there, as well as just want to add that 10% of sales do go to from 10% of Twinflameunion sales also go to charities. So all that information is in my website as well. So without further ado, we should dive into this reading. But before we do this, let's hit it. And welcome back. As usual, I have the collective forecast for the astrological forecast or whatever have you. I'm not an astrologer, but I always get this from Tanaz, that's Forever Conscious. She usually does a really good monthly recap, so you want to have a look at her blog. You can actually just Google Forever Conscious and you'll be able to see that. So she's very good with this, so I don't, it's with one-stop action for me where I actually get the month, how it's supposed to look, and then for further information you can always have a look at that. So March 3rd we're going to have Mars that's going to enter Gemini, so we've got that going. And then March 4th, we've got Mercury that is going to conjunct with Jupiter. And March 10th, Sun is conjuncting in Neptune. So you may want to have a look at that as well, what that means. And then we've got new moon in Pisces. And then also Venus is going conjunct into Neptune. March 15th, we've got Mercury that enters Pisces, so we've got that going. And then March 20th, this is the spring equinox that we're going to have. So this is where the veil is the thinnest, between the two worlds. So you want to have maybe a more additional read on that. There's lots of good articles and even YouTube videos on the equinoxes and the solstice. So we're going to be finishing December's, the winter solstice, and we're going to be jumping into the spring equinox. So that's the season cycle change, and when that change happens, is a little thin veil that is there between the two worlds, and it's very potent for manifesting, and it's also a strong energy. So which means that you're you're going to be feeling, empaths actually feel these kind of shifts, so that's part of that as well. So just read up on that. You guys will get a little bit more rounded idea on what that is. And also we've got March 20th still, we've got Sun that's going in Aries, and apparently it's the beginning of the astrological year. So that's happening all on the 20th. So you want to read up more on that, you can do that as well. And then we've got March 25th, we've got Sun that's going to conjunct with Venus. And then here's a kicker, because I'm going to feel this one. This is my twin flame. So he's a Libra, and full moon in Libra. So yeah, my goodness, I don't know what kind of moon we've got going this month, whether it's a potent moon or not. I have no idea. I didn't check that. So yeah, we've got full moon in Libra, and then Venus conjuncts in Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded soldier. I don't know if you ever read up on that, on Chiron. It's it really because it's such a potent energy. It really sorts out your relationships, your old relationships patterns, money matters, and what have you. So just have a look at even Chiron energy and what that is. So we've got 28th will be a heavy month, heavy day for me, just because of the twin flame, and then also Venus going in conjunct, because I'm a Taurus myself, sun sign. So this is going to affect me as well either way. So I'm going to be having fun on the 28th, I guess. But it's a good one to manifest for me as well, or for anybody else that has stronger energies like this on their chart. You may want to have a look at how you want to manifest that. And I'll actually link my article on moon cycles and moon manifesting. So we might actually maybe do some clearing and stuff like that. I know that I'm going to be actually doing that. I've got a few things that have come up in my healing, so I'll actually incorporate that as part of my for additional healing and clearing. So I'm going to do that on the 28th. So yeah, so this is this was the collective energy for March astrologically. So we're going to now dive deep into the reading, and like I said, I'm going to keep it very short because I am a little low on energy. You may not feel it the way that I am right now, but trust me, I'm feeling it inside. So and I, as usual, what I've done is I've actually pre-shuffled these decks so that it's gonna not tie up too much of the airtime. So, but for camera purposes, you guys know, for those that are regular viewers, you know that I will actually just do a couple of shuffles and then I will get on to it. So as usual, what I'll do is I will, in the order that I'm doing these cards, what I'll do is, I'll link the decks, because that's how I actually got drawn to some of the decks myself, because when I was looking at some of the readers and just got acquainted with the decks, and it's the best way to connect with decks, because there's thousands of them out there, different types. So and it's such a personal thing, and there's no rules to that. So when you're drawn to a deck, look into it more and see if you like it, and yeah, you go ahead and purchase it, because yeah, that's what it is. So we've got Success. I like that. the first one that is shown up here. I have a look at success, and I will read that. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So it's nice to get this right off the bat. I'm not gonna take that, but I just wanted to point that out that it's here. So so we'll see if it's gonna jump out into the reading. I like success because yeah, it's I mean, don't we all like that, right? Let's see what else. Gratitude. Yes, I just did, like I said, I just did my post on my my healing, and actually did a bit of a gratitude there. So for those that are in my close group, they know that I had done that, and for that to come, for it to come out, it's nice to get this gratitude. You can never be you can never say you are done with gratitude, because the more, this is law of attraction again, the more you are practicing the art of gratitude, the more the universe will give you an abundance of gratitude. Like, there is not a single day, I do gratitude journal, I have been doing this for now a year and a half. There is not a single day that, even if there is a really, really bad day that I've had, and you know, we're humans, so we're gonna have days like that too, where we'll have like really bad days, but there isn't a single day where I haven't come up with 3 or plus reasons why I'm grateful for you know, the day off, right? So, and then I usually, again, everybody's different. I'm not a morning person. So so I usually like to do it before I go to bed. So it's my routine that I've made. So you just find what your routine is. But yeah, the gratitude definitely is something that you should practice, because every law of attraction guru will tell you that it's a must to add into your abundance, and yeah, for sure you'll get many abundance come your way. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And what a message that is. That is so true, because sometimes we take our life for granted, and I mean, how many times have we done that, where we haven't taken care of our health, or we're pushing beyond our limits? You know, sometimes, you know, we have too much stuff to do and we don't take enough rest. We are all guilty of that, I'm included. So so yeah, it's just reminding us, Spirit is reminding us that, you know, we should appreciate life, and definitely take that rest, that inner rest, and yeah, just know that you should be doing that as best as you can. I know it's a busy life for everybody, we all are. And yeah, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't do our self-care and be in constant gratitude. So that was the number one message that has been brought up. So maybe this was a reminder for some of you viewers that you need to practice that. So so yeah, if this was something that you needed to do, know that this is Spirit telling you to wake up and be grateful. We've got another one of her. We've got 2. I'll tell you which one the other one. You've seen my reaction, so you'll know what I meant here with that reaction. So when empaths are channeling, you know, you don't know what messages will fly out of the deck, but you know, these are again still channel messages, right? Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher goods, and that is so true for us empath. You know, anybody that's drawn to this channel, just know that you are on a soul's journey. Everybody is, but some people are more awakened to the soul's journey, and they're aware that you are. I mean, mainly this is a twin flame channel, but that doesn't mean that there's other viewers that don't watch it. They actually all, I've got a lot of people that are watching that are not on a twin flame journey, and they get so much insights, you know. But I just want to say that for those people that are on a soul's journey, and actually that's everybody, but like I said, some people are more aware of it, more awakened, and they know that that's happening for sure for them, and there's others that don't. But you really, once you start lifting your vibration up, and sometimes the universe will do that very aggressively. They've done it for me, where I've noticed that the people that are not matching my vibration as I'm shifting into higher consciousness, what I'm finding is that they are totally removing them out of my life. And then I also noticed I've actually converted a few of my friends as well. In a good way, in the sense, friends and family actually, where they're not on a soul's journey, or at least they haven't been told that they are, but they're getting drawn to the spirituality of it, just the crystals and the the candles, and just the higher beings, the angels, and the stuff like that is just interesting that they are actually starting to get into it, because they are feeling the energies and stuff like that, and they are more drawn to these kind of things now. So you just never know how you can actually, as an empath and as a light worker, as a light being, how you can actually influence others. I want to say that because that's and you'll know what I'm talking about, because if you've been on this journey a little bit longer, you know what I mean. You will actually start converting people, because they will see this radiant energy that you're exuviating from within you, and they'll be drawn to you, right? So yeah, this is a very important message. Relationships, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher goods, and I actually believe that. So this is a perfect message for it to come out. And then the other one was, remember that reaction that I had made? So this is the self-esteem card, because I had, if you rewind it, when the gratitude showed up, I was talking a little bit about the self-esteem, which is part of self-care, right? Because if you love yourself, that's what you will do. You will actually look after yourself in the best way possible. So this has shown up, and this one is saying, I possess gifts of the soul that benefits me and others, and it's a beautiful message. This one, actually, I just want to say, this particular deck has, I didn't mention it earlier, but I'll do that right now. It's I love the colors in this, because they actually represents the chakra system. So this one is mainly green, and green is associated with heart. So when you are actually practicing gratitude, you are actually doing that self-love practice, right? I mean, these are little things that actually build up for your for your enlightenment. So yeah, you want to definitely practice that. And this one is more on the yellow color, yellow and then purple. But I want to just say that the yellow is more about the solar plexus, and that's actually still, solar plexus is, it's your power center. I don't know if you guys knew that. And, you're forming your relationships through your power center. So I want to say that's actually very, very profound. I mean, the purples are there because they made that very colorful, but I am intuitively looking at just the colors that kind of jump out to me, and how it ties into the message. And this one is sort of in between. It's sort of in between the sacral as well as the because it's got a little bit of an orange hue in there. As well as the solar plexus, but mainly the solar plexus, because it's all about the self-esteem, and it's really bright yellow with a tinge of orange in it. But yeah, this one is definitely talking about the solar plexus, the power center, and that's your self-esteem, power. It's your power center, so it's where you can actually manifest a lot of things. Your inner child is there as well, so it's very, very profound for this to show up as your March reading. If you guys needed some encouragement, then you definitely have the spirit is with you, giving you lots of insights that way. Now this one is purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Amazing message. And this is the purple. So this would be the. A lot of people say it can be the crown, depending on which chakra you're looking at, or it could be the third eye. So either ways, this is part of your intuition. So, and then it's got that indigo color. So indigo color is usually like it's purple, but at the same time, it's like purpley bluish, I want to say. So yeah, purpose is here, and then it's got the blue there, which is the throat chakra. So I want to say that it's the throat as well as the higher, the source, like the crown, right? The crown chakra as well as the throat chakra is here, and it's talking about purpose. So yeah, it's a little bit of your intuition, and as well as the ability to voice your truth, right? So yeah, that's there. And then this one is bottom of the deck. We've got judgment. Judgment is all about, and this is again the crown. It's talking about, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So this is so true too, because everybody, each to their own. I always say that, right? Everybody, has their own path, their own belief systems, and you just got to find what is going to serve you in your higher purpose, whatever that is. You have to do your own soul search and your own soul answers to know what that is, right? So I really firmly believe in that, and the whole point of the journey is not to judge too much. You just and not even judge yourself as well, because you wanna get away from that that kind of energy. Okay, let's see what the next message is. We've got at the bottom of the deck, remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. So that's there. I'm not going to really take that. I just wanted to show that it did show up. So for some of you, because again, this is such a general reading. So if, take what's resonating in the messages, because it's not going to resonate to all, or sometimes it does, depending on who's connected to my energy and what you've actually got out of the reading, right, as well. So jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So that's that. I was actually just looking to see if I actually got appreciation, but it is, the gratitude is about that anyway. So that's very similar to the gratitude card, because if you're not really appreciating what you've got, then you won't be grateful for it, right? So it's it kind of goes hand in hand. I'll actually do all the cards, and then I will jump into the book and read from there as well. We've got Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. This is actually really, really interesting that this showed up like this tree. Sorry about the glare, but if you can see. And yeah, that's that tree. It's, I think this is my reading. I don't know. There's another tree. Enchanted forest. So why I'm laughing is because for those that read my my post in the group, they will know what I mean. I never say that this is not my reading. I always say that because I am part of the collective, and the messages are just as much for me as much as it is for you. So I don't ever claim that is just for you guys. And as a reader, you channel it, but I laugh whenever I see things like that, because it's interesting that sometimes how you get these harmony. I love this card. Power, self-confidence, and productivity. So that's and this is what I was talking about with the solar plexus chakra showing up here so much, because that is your power center, right? So yeah, the fact that it showed up like this, it's really good. So I'll do one more here, because I actually just have 2 oracle cards. I actually didn't pull out too many because I want to keep this reading a little bit shorter. Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. So we'll see what that is as well. And at the bottom of the deck, I've got The Search. And this one is feeling lost, confused, and lonely. So let's have a look at the meaning behind these. So we'll start off with the jewel within our teardrop. This is this one. And that's number 10. So if anybody wants to keep a track of the numerology aspect, and that's appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So let's have a look at this and see what it's saying. You will soon experience a strong spiritual and emotional bond with another person, a family member, an animal, or a pet. So for those ones that are getting this, it could be anything, but we are always forever bonding with people, mind you. This is the beautiful part of the soul's journey, because there's always, sometimes it's the same person, or it could be romantic, it could be friends, it could be family, right? It could be anybody, but we always bonding stuff. Like I know that in the last year and a half, I have actually bonded with a lot of my relatives that were living. We were so busy with our lives. It's not that we were not in touch. We were, but we really, really got close during the pandemic. Time, when we were locked down, and you really, I know that a lot of you guys did that as well. You just kind of did their FaceTime with people that were overseas and stuff like that, because usually you don't have the time, so it was nice to just bond with certain people that I haven't really bonded as much as I should be, and it really helped me, and as well as them, go through this really big long pandemic, and it's still continuing. So I know that a lot of countries are still in lockdown. I know that we are. So in Canada, it's still going, and it's very, very depressing, but that's just the way that it is. And you try to make the most of it. So the good part is that you get to bond with people overseas. So yeah, it was a good one for me anyways. During this time, you'll also reconnect with your inner most feelings and true nature, which have been suppressed or ignored of late. That's so true, because when you're on a soul's journey, a lot of times you are supposed to be going deep within to just figure out what's going on, what you need to heal on, and it's all intuitive. Unfortunately, nobody can actually really, they give you, as a teacher, I do that as well, where I give a guidance, and people can give you a little bit of guidance, but a lot of it is your own inner guidance as well. And I know that I follow my own inner guidance and my own path, whatever works for me. And so far, it hasn't been unjust to me. It's been so gratifying. I can't believe the amount of guidance that I get, and I've actually followed them, and how much it's actually worked for me, so in my journey. So I want to say that it actually does work in that sense. So for those that don't follow that, try to follow your inner guidance and just see how that goes, because you'll see that it's gonna help you a lot. This is also a deeply emotional time when tears of sadness transform to tears of joy. So your appreciation of life, and that's what this one was, the gratitude, right? This is why I said that they kind of go hand in hand. Even though they're two different decks, they're talking about the same thing. You should be thankful for your life, because your life is really, really precious, right? So yeah, your appreciation of life, love, and friendships will strengthen you as you give thanks for the many things in your life. And again, this is what I'm saying, when you're giving thanks, you are actually being grateful for that, right? So love is truly all around you. So embrace it, cherish it, and love it, and honor it, right? So yeah, just know that love, transcends into everything. There is nothing higher than that. So yeah, and it is magical. So yeah, that's a really beautiful message. Next one we've got is 23, which is the night wind. So that's that. And this one's talking about facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. So, which is also good. And this is number 23 for those that are wanting to know on the numerology aspect. So some of you guys probably had some really vivid dreams, and your sleep patterns have been disturbed. Maybe even experiencing some sort of nightmares, or something that has been troubling you, which I have to admit, it's been, I won't say sleepless nights, but there was an incident that had happened about 4-5 days ago, where I had to really go deep within regarding my shamanic practitioner program. And yeah, I don't know what that looks like, but it took a toll on me, because I was thinking there was going to be a path, and it would be, this is what it was going to be, and it ended up not being that. And it wasn't my choice, it was just a choice that was made for me. So I So yeah, I felt the receiving end of that, and I have to dig into it and just just kind of incorporate it. So I was a little bit distracted as well for the last 4 days. Admission on my end as well. So when was it, 6 days, I guess. But I mean, you get the idea here that stuff like that will come in your life, and there's going to be stuff that you need to figure out, and I have sort of figured it out myself on that particular matter, but yeah, it's still something that I'm still incorporating and just trying to understand what that means for me. So yeah, it's been a very hard time for me on that one. So yeah, just do your soul searching, and so this card is actually reminding you that you should be. You should be doing your soul searching, as well as knowing your soul's purpose, and your perspective should be a little bit clearer, right? Because at the end of the day, you are still living your book of experience, right? Which is your soul's journey, your life, right? Like, it's like reading a book. Your experiences are just going to be just that. So just know that you need to just not make things overly dramatic than what it is. Just try to remain positive through the whole transition. If things are a little hectic, it'll pass. It's not gonna, the spirit is saying that it's like that right now, but it's not gonna be always like that. You'll get that clarity, and that's me included, which is what like I said, if people are connected to my energy and they're feeling the same things that I am, then that that's what it is. And it's nice to know that there is a little bit of reassurance at the end of the day, right? That this is just not it's not going to be permanent. So just keep that at the back of your mind. The next one we've got is number 3, and that's harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. So this is the next one, and let's have a look at what this means. This card heralds a period of inner and outer harmony, and in the coming months you will feel an increased sense of self-confidence, yes, which will result in greater productivity. And I like that, because that's what I'm talking about, the power center, the solar plexus center, because you want to actually amplify that, because when you actually have a very strong solar plexus chakra within you, you're going to be manifesting things like, that's the manifesting zone, because you're manifesting from within, right? So you want to have that jazzed up like this, nobody's business, like so try to heal that one. A good one would be the solfeggio music that YouTubers have. Just have those in the background when you're sleeping, because that will really be good for you. So your guiding stars are in harmonious alignment at present. Thank God. Don't we all like that, right? This is a fortunate time for you, and this period will continue for several months. Yes. We all want that. I know I want that, so give it to me. Be mindful of the power you have at the present. Honor it, respect it, appreciate it, and use it wisely. So when you learn in this time, you will help you greatly in the future. So just be don't be arrogant about it. Just know that it's a good thing, and there's going to be new opportunities opening. Like I said, this is the solar plexus, the power center. So there's going to be new opportunities opening, and then the obstacles will be removing. So yeah, and their desires will come into reality, with little effort and stuff like that. I know that sometimes we try to we're trying too hard on that aspect, and sometimes it doesn't happen. So just know that is a good card to have. It's definitely in alignment with the reading. And the next card that we've got here is the Sacred Mother Earth, and that's actually a good one to have, because again, in Canada it's a lot colder, and some parts of US is as well, and even Europe too, because the northern part, right, it's a little bit cold, and the weather has been very hard, but you know, that's something that I actually wanted to do is going to the outdoor stuff, and when the weather clears a little bit or even gets a little bit warmer, I wanted to do that as well, to just connect with nature and just go for walks and stuff like that. And I think that's more fun than well, you know, I mean, with COVID and everything, you know, nobody wants to. Well, there's people that are totally committed to the gym and all that, or they've built their in-home gym. But you know, this would be a nice one for us to incorporate, because yeah, to just connect with Mother Nature. Because if you look at this card, you know, it's got a bunch of greenery in there. So yeah, so if you're drawn to green nature, greenery, seaside, anything like that, it's a good one to just kind of unwind and release or de-stress. So you want to maybe do that. And this is a message of love. So let's see what it means. This is number 42. So let's have a look at what this means. Okay, here we go. We travel the endless corridors of our mind until one day we find a pathway that leads us to our heart. That's the soul's journey, that's for sure. Who you truly are has nothing to do with your personality or your achievements, success or failures. The you think you are is an actor playing a role that your soul has chosen. That's so true, because we are living a script, you know, the script that we the higher self chose for us, and there were other souls that chose to give us that experience, and that is the way that it's the best way to explain it. And life is like watching a movie, and this is why you notice that a lot of people they like the famous people, right? They always have I don't read biographies much, you know, or how you know, I just don't have the time, but I do love to watch the you know, their movies and stuff. Like, it's shorter because I know it's covered within, you know, 1.5 hours or 2 hours, and it doesn't matter which you know, whether it's just from your own culture or even in, you know, Hollywood, right? Doesn't matter. I always like these kind of you know, life stories, and there's one that I'm actually looking forward to, and that's Pele. That is that football player. So, you know, and I grew up with you know, hearing his name, so it'll be an interesting one to watch, and that's coming out on Netflix. I don't know if it'll be on Amazon Prime or whatnot, but yeah, that one's coming up in March, so I'm excited for that one, because I always get inspired just reading, I mean, watching their movie, and of course, you know, their books are even more fun to read, but you know, those biographies, but yeah, I just don't have the time, so I never really got into it, but I do enjoy the movies. So yeah, that one's you know, it's sort of very similar, and that's like that with your soul's journey as well. It's like watching a book, and a lot of people actually say this all the time, that my life is so interesting that I should write a book, and some do. So yeah, if it's one of you that keeps saying this to your friends and family, you know, yeah, then that's what it is. I know that I have said that to my friends and family a few times, you know, that I should write a book about me. You know, the trials and tribulations and the good moments and the bad moments, you know, they definitely, it's like watching a movie. So and that's what this card is saying. You are an internal spark of pure creativity, unlimited potential that yearns to be expressed and fulfilled. And that's so true, because you know, your soul potential is so much more than you, right? So and you, if you're connected to your higher self the way that you're supposed to be in your soul's journey, then you will be craving and yearning to be so much more. And this is why twin flame teachers will tell you that the twin flame journey, if you leave your twin flame aside on, you know, and just concentrate on what you need to do, you will see that there is so much more that you want to accomplish and be and become, that is totally in alignment with your soul, right? And your higher purpose, your mission, your twin flame mission, and just everything in life. So yeah, it's once you actually get into that zone, it's like I want to say that the world is your oyster, or you feel like that the sky is limitless, right? So and yeah, really, it is that your potential is your destiny. It awaits your call. Trust your heart and apply its love and wisdom to all you do. In this way, all you create or do will be the true expression of your soul. Gorgeous message. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. It is through expressing your truth that you create things of lasting value. Be true to you. And that's the whole point of this twin flame journey. Or if you're not a twin flame, it doesn't matter, because you are also on a soul's journey. You're drawn to this channel and you are here, and that's okay. That means that you are being true to you. And the whole point of a soul's journey is to be authentic and true to who you are. And there is no there's rules made, but you carve your own truth, what that is. This is your truth, is your own truth, and that shouldn't be shared, or that shouldn't be nobody should manipulate you into being who you are not. You have to be authentic to who you are, whatever that is. Only you know what that is. So this is where that deep inner reflection is so important in the journey, because you really get to just like born with you, and you can't put a price to that. You really can't. The bottom of the deck we've had was the search. I didn't even look. I did look, but I was just rambling here, and it's actually the next part to the reading. This is channel messages, guys, I tell you. So feeling lost, confused, and lonely, right? So this is the dark night of the soul part that a lot of empaths go through, because it's all part of that seeking for answers and guidance. That's what it is. And I know that almost all of us, actually, I don't know anybody that hasn't done that or hasn't gone into that phase. It depends on where you are in your soul's journey. We've all gone there. We had to ask all these questions and seek the answers from within, and just even just the signs and the syncs that the universe had to give you. You still had to decipher your messages, if that makes sense, right? You still had to do all of that stuff, and that's a lot of information that comes, and it's all about finding your own answers. And like I said, you have to know what your answers are. There's that's all part of that soul searching, right? I know that everybody does that at some point in their life, so don't feel bad if you are there, right? The days of our lives are forever changing, just like the 4 seasons of nature. Spring follows summer, then comes autumn, and then winter, and the cycle begins again, right? It's a forever same cycle. So yeah, you've got one after the other. You've got all these cycles that come, and each cycle is symbolizing an experience, right? So life is like that too. Life is all about cycles as well. And we always talk about that as empath. You go through phases, and that's, where is that one that I was talking about, where you're going through that, you'll have to rewind the thing. I can't, I have short-term memory here. But I did talk about that in one of the cards that talked about the cycles and stuff like that, right? Where you're actually, healing certain aspects of things, right? So that's what it is. It's that cycle that's, good days will be there as well as the bad days. So, but they are always in that cycle, just like the moon, right? Think about it this way, that when you see a moon in a month, it's got that dark side, it's got the light side as well. So nothing is always the same. It's always forever changing. And that's what the message is here overall, saying that you will always have these kind of moments. It's part of it is to just search and soul search and just know the answers. Sometimes the answers don't appear all the time, but they will appear when they need to, right? So just know that not to have doubts. Don't doubt the process, and just go with the flow. and just like the cycles, right? So, and then each time there's going to be new insights on, in just like cycles change and they take on another cycle. I mean, for example, we are taking on into the, we're going out of the winter solstice to spring equinox, so that's a cycle change. So that's what that means, that you know, there's going to be new things that's going to show light with spring. That is new life forming, you know, the trees are going to start to you know, give off leaves and stuff like that. New life will come to earth. So that's what that is, right? So it's all part of that incorporation of the cycle and the changes that it comes. So that was the oracle messages, and I'm just gonna do this one. This is going to be faster because, you know, it's just reading straight from the deck. First one that I cut is trust. So I'll have a look at that, see what that says. Change. It's all about changes. That's what I was saying, right? This is the entire reading is all about that. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need to do is note the next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into the one who can take it. And that's so true. So this is at the bottom of the deck. This is the changes. So that's there. Let's have a look and see what else wants to show up. Okay, aging. Oh, we've got two actually. So the first one is challenges. Unbearable situations throw you directly into the God's arms if you are open. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. That's there. And the next one is aging. I am one with unlimited love, beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for divine Shakti. So, and it's funny because I was writing a lot of aging stuff, you know, on my gratitude journal. So it's funny that this showed up. And I've never seen this card actually, so in this deck. Good time, spirit. Okay, body. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. And we did talk about this earlier in the reading. I don't know which card talked about that, but I think actually more or less most of them did, because, you know, again, you know, I was saying to you that you should be looking after your body, relaxing and taking self-care, because sometimes, you know, we get so caught up with things that, you know, we really neglect. Sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your heart. So this really, really aligned with the reading here. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got relationships. I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Amen. So this is the relationship. Very, very good. I think that that actually summed up. What I will do is I'll wrap up these messages with messages from your twin flame. Yeah, that was a still lengthy read, you know. I mean, after I got into it, it wasn't that bad, I guess, you know. But yeah, I'll knock off the reading with after this, because yeah, I don't want to keep it short. I should take care of me as well. So let's have a look here. Messages from your twin flame. Let's have a look and see what's happening. I sense our future children already. It was just a few weeks ago that I had done that that pep talk and empowerment on twin flame children. So if you haven't looked at it, you may want to do that. Yeah, it's some of us are going to have children, and yeah, it's been happening. So yeah, totally in alignment. So let's have a look what else they want to say to us. Messages from your twin flame. Okay, so we've got a no card here, and I'll just get a clarification on what that is. Why is the no card here? We are mirroring each other. Pay attention to the signs and sync. So basically they are saying that no, we are mirroring each other, you know, just giving you that reassurance. So if some of you felt that you were doubting that aspect of signs and syncs, that they're not seeing it and they're not understanding the connection, or the fact that you're not you guys are not mirroring each other in terms of your your blocks and your healing aspect and all that sort of thing, just know that they're saying, no, we are mirroring each other, and you pay attention to the signs and syncs. So this is what that is clarifying. What's the next one? I was wearing a mask when I met you. So some of you, if you felt that they were wearing a mask when they met you, that is true, because again, and I'm channeling for a lot of people here, so take what resonates. I want to have a long-term relationship with you. I want to marry you. So that's another one. What else would they want to say to us? Messages from your twin flame. Okay, I've got a flyer here. I'm ready for a relationship with you now. How does it say? I'm ready for a relationship with you. So that's no now there, but but maybe for some of you, yes, because it's all channel message, right? Maybe it is now. Never say never. What else they want to say? Messages from the twin flame. I will make things right between us one day. I'm asking you to trust our connection. So that's okay. One more. We are twin flames. Our passion ignites. So if some of you were feeling like this wasn't a twin flame connection, if you had somebody specific that you were thinking about, this is a good way of confirmation. But of course, you should be doing the twin flame test as well, right? So that's the 72-hour twin flame test. You can Google it like that and it'll lead to my article. It's the most tapped into article. So, and it'll come right on the top. So I won't even link it because I want you to work for it. Work for it. You'll see it. We are heading into a new cycle of our connection. And remember, we were talking about cycles and changes and stuff like that. This entire reading is all about that, right? So yeah, and then going into the new cycle of, you know, season, even with the spring equinox. This is, you know, there you go. Never say never. One more card. I am heartbroken. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got, we are destined to meet in this lifetime. We are fated. So beautiful messages from the DM or the twin flame. You know, that's usually the energy, doesn't have to be gender specific, but this was the shortest reading, I know, but at least you guys got a very, very positive reading. I loved doing it for you guys, and I actually got so many insights myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next month, we will dive into the April one and see what that looks like, but this was March. Stay blessed. Take care of yourself and believe in your journey and believe in your twin flame, and really work on yourself. You know, don't just look at these messages and do nothing else in terms of your healing. You need to heal other aspects of your subconscious blocks, your unconscious blocks, and all that sort of thing, because it's all there. And the only way you can do that is by working one-on-one with healers. So do that as well. With that, enjoy the rest of your day whenever you have watched this, and stay blessed. Twin Flame Union here.